Well, good afternoon, guys, or should I say good evening. And as always, it does not work without you guys, and I'm thankful I got you guys. And we gonna be busy this week. We got a lot of work to do, and I'm trying to get out these racks so everybody will have them in their hands for the draft, and maybe it'll help spread some mojo. Now, if your house becomes haunted, I don't want to hear nothing about it. It ain't my fault. I don't know what happened this morning. I don't know why the damn door on my morning video just swung open by itself. I have no freaking clue. I'm hoping that was some ghost of Jason Garrett leaving the man cave, and maybe some good mojo was coming in, or maybe Joe Boo was looking for a refill from my rum in the locker. Whatever it is, I'm gonna hope that it's a good thing. I'm appreciative of everybody who's ordered racks and shot glasses. All the likes, the comments, the channel members, all you guys have been fantastic and really have helped the channel grow. And I'm going to make sure I do my part and put in the work and make sure that you guys enjoy what you get from the Joe Boo Sports Report. So the Cowboys, who have already been very busy in free agency, trying to change the narrative. We know that they're looking for another slot receiver, and it seems like they are truly trying to, if we're to believe the rumors that we hear, what they're trying to do is they're trying to, before the draft, get a player in position for every position that they lost somebody. So we lost Robert Quinn, you bring in Gerald McCoy, and you Alden Smith to help out, right? You might get Randy Gregory. So you say, check. The defense end, we lost. We got somebody else. Then you look at safety. You lose Jeff Heath. You get Clinton Dix, right? You lose Randall Cobb, and now you're trying to get a slot receiver to replace him. And now we're hearing rumors, and again, this time of year, don't believe everything you hear. We're hearing rumors that they're interested in Dre Kirkpatrick from the Bengals. Patrick is about 30 years old. He's been around. He's had 10 interceptions in his career. Last year, he only played in 6 games, but for the most part in his career, he's hasn't missed a whole lot of time. I think in his career he's got like 10 interceptions. So I think he would be an upgrade. Although the last time we got a defensive back from the Bengals, it didn't work out too good. You remember last year we brought in safety George Iloka. That one didn't work out too good. So not that one has any bearing on the other. It's just pointing that out, that we didn't do too well in that one. So I gotta be honest, I like the fact that they are looking and trying to fill holes. And I think the way that they're looking at it is like this, because the draft, you never know how the draft is going to shape up. You got to figure that by the time the Cowboys pick, that at least 3 quarterbacks are probably going to be off the board. So that means then that's 13 other players that are going to be picked before us, right? You got to figure a guy like Chase. Chase is going to be gone. So that means there's 12 more players that are picked in front of us. You got to think a couple of offensive linemen are going to get picked ahead of us. That gets you down to about 9 more people to get picked before you. You got to figure that 3 wide receivers are going to pick. And that means that's like 6 other players that are left in front of you. You got to think that a couple more edge rushers are going to be picked. Oh, offensive tackles. They'll get picked too. So you don't know what's going to happen. It could be one of those ones where people start panicking and, say, oh my God, the wide receivers are going and more wide receivers are taken. Might be one of those ones that, all of a sudden there's a surprise, and a Mitch Trubisky type thing happens that cascades and gets everybody else panicking about quarterbacks. And then people start trying to reach for quarterbacks, and maybe you get an extra quarterback here or there picked, or you just don't know. And if the Cowboys have gotten a capable cornerback, if they've got themselves decent wide receivers, if you've got defensive ends and defensive tackles, that sets them up for truly the best player available. And then what you're doing is like you look at it from the standpoint of saying, I don't care what position it is. If I can draft a guy who is going to be a day one starter at any position, it could be Tyron Smith's position. If I look at, say, that this guy is I shouldn't say can't miss because they always miss. But if I can find a guy that I can plug in day one that'll be a starter for the next 10 years, that improves a position big time, and I have capable people in all the other spots, then you do that. And then maybe you look at saying one of these veterans that you have that, now this guy can replace. Now you can use him for trade bait or something else to improve your team. And I think that's what the Cowboys are trying to do now, is by filling in all these holes, we're going to take truly the best player available, no matter what position that may be. But then again, we're trying to use logic here to figure out something that you really just can't figure out. It's hard work, man. This is really hard work. So that's all I have to say about that. Now, I think I may have two reasons why Dak Prescott contract hasn't been done yet. But I'm going to share that with you guys later. One other thing too. Channel members, guys that have, the paid memberships, you got to make sure you send me to cowboysmark94@gmail your address and your name. Don't give me, Limp Bizkit C or whatever. I'm not putting mail like that. I found out the hard way when we tried to mail something to Cowboys, Philly Cowboys 76 to Philadelphia. Somehow it got lost in Philadelphia. Big surprise. So we don't want to let anybody know that it's from Dallas Cowboy fan to another Dallas Cowboy fan, because there's a lot of petty people out there. But if you become a channel member recently, email me with your email address. Your physical address, so we can get your shot glass out to you. And then on Thursday and Friday, when we have our draft party and we get ready to pick our draft pick, you can take a shot with us, because we're going to be we may need some drinks with the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones makes you drink. Lord knows he makes me drink. And that's all I have to say about that. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7 days I can get done by tomorrow and get them in the mail. It's hard out here for a pimp. Thank you guys, as always, for being here and listening to my crazy theories. See you soon.